Who shot you? I don't know, they got you. But this shit going, man, it probably was your partner. And it hurt my soul, on me talking to my daughter. Free Big Meech, they gave him 5 plus a quarter. He ain't ever tell, he got pride, that's his morals. Can't bubble to them niggas, I can never keep it cordial. I support my brothers, put their music in my story. Grew up with no cable. It's so crazy cause I bumped into a label. Got some money from a label. They gon' rob until they stable. And if it's for my brother, ain't no favor. Yeah. Gotta watch them niggas, they confusing. They gon' turn their back on you, they find out that you lose. Watch the police on the wave app, that's why I be cruising. R.I.P. the Nunu put his face on the cube. Yeah. If they don't support you, niggas ain't for you. Niggas ain't loyal. Niggas don't love you. They'll take you. You ain't a snake, but they'll make you. I hate a nigga who ungrateful. Been in the streets for so long, I can tell you who play cool. He ain't a shooter, he ain't shot shit. And he ain't rich cause he ain't got shit. At least keep a kill tech in your pocket. And I knew it was lit when Rondo had a rocket. I'm recording in the rave room. I got a freaky little bitch, she play with grapefruit. She a little eater little bitch, she drinking Grey Goose. We do the dash on the E-way, gotta watch out for the state truth. In Boston, then I fell out off some pills, huh? You call them niggas your brother, they ain't real, huh? Your first time in the shootout gave you chills, huh? Knew it was real when he lost his appeal, huh? You can't wake up and rob, that's a skill, huh? You can't wake up and kill, that's a skill, huh? Rich niggas come around her and steal her. Come around her and steal her. They don't support you. Niggas ain't for you. Niggas ain't loyal. Niggas don't love you. They'll take you. You ain't a snake, but they'll make you. I hate a nigga who ungrateful. Been in the streets for so long, I can tell you who play cool.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on? It's your man Bundles. We back another week. My So Crooked Opinion podcast. We live and direct. We're gonna bring my sister up to speed, get her mic up. Sis, how you doing this morning?
I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm here.
Yes, Lord. We all here. Thank you, man. Like I said, it's your man Bundles here. And before we get started with today's topic, which will be support. We got to support each other mentally, physically, emotionally, all of the above. But before we get started, I want to bring everybody up to speed that on March 5th, we will be having the So Crooked and Friends pop-up shop concert. We're talking about support, so this is one of the things that I'm talking about is that we got to learn to support each other and uplift each other. The event is free. It's free to get in. Enjoy yourself. Come watch some of the artists perform. Pick up some merch from these independent labels and things like that. And, just come through and show love. So, sis, the reason why I wanted to touch on this topic, right? I feel like, us as a community, we don't support each other enough in every
Um,
aspect of the word.
wait. All right. When we do something,
Right.
I like to pose questions to you. So
All
when we
right.
do something,
Let's get it.
do we do it with the idea that the people we love or fuck with or know us is going to support us? Or do we do it because we want to get our shit out there? And if you like it, great. If you buy, even better. If you push it and I ain't got to give you nothing and you just full on like backing me, that's the best. What are your intentions when you're putting it out?
For me, I would say when it comes to like friends and family, it's just like, words of encouragement. You don't necessarily gotta buy all the time because
Mm-hmm.
I understand like, people like what they like and not
Right.
you don't see everybody wearing Gucci every day. You don't see everybody wearing Fendi every day and things
Right.
like that. Little things. Support. Like I said, telling somebody like I see you, you're doing a good job. I see what you're doing. Or potentially sharing or putting somebody else on that doesn't necessarily know about your friend or family member and what they're doing, and you might see somebody that's in a position that might be lacking in they field and make that connection.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that.
Okay. Mm. I just think like there is definitely a saying that says like your biggest supporters are going to be strangers, and it's nice that your loved ones support you is
Mm-hmm.
dope. But one, you got to know your audience.
Okay.
And unfortunately, a lot of the times our peers, they want us to do good. They're just not better than them. And that's fucked up. But that's just what it is. That's not to say they don't like you. That's not to say they don't love you. But sometimes people own shit with themselves stop them from supporting.
That's
It's
true.
messed up. It's messed up. Like
I feel like
crazy.
like what you said, sometimes they don't want to see you get in a better position than them, and they don't want to fund you getting into
Mhm.
a better position than them. We touching on business right now for everybody that's watching. Um, it could be something where they could be helping you and potentially them helping themselves. Like for instance, sis, you have done business with me before where I've thrown events and you have been a part of it and you have actually earned some money.
Mhm.
And other people have come in the same way and earned some money and things like that. I feel like us as a community eh, don't see the bigger picture. It's all about, oh, that person doing their thing. I don't want to help them out. But in all aspects, helping them might help you in the long run. Let's
Right.
say if this person does pop or does blow or whatever, and he could potentially create jobs for the people in his community that he grew up with. Nipsey Hussle is a fine example of that. He was from Compton. Yeah, he was from Compton. He opened a store in the neighborhood and hired his homeboys. I don't think that if everybody was hating on him, that would have been possible.
But look how he went out.
True, it was a hater. That's a fact.
Everybody can't go with you. You can't take everybody with you. You definitely can't take people that don't see your vision and expect them to push you. Like I don't know. I think you should. And just me being a person that I am, my shit. I always want to see you win. So anytime my peoples come out with something, I'm there. Like, you need me to do this, you
Definitely.
need me to do that. I've even put money up for some people. I don't want anything back. I just want to see you win. Pay it forward. Pay it
That's a fact.
forward. You know what I mean? You do this kind of business, I'm there. My peoples could sell sex, and I'm gonna put my auntie and uncle on if they trying to buy a coochie or dick. Like, I'm serious though. Like, it's just that it's that push, and I'm there. I'm here for it. I'm
Right,
here
right.
for it. Like, everybody don't
Definitely.
have that mentality though. It's definitely a crab in a barrel when it comes to especially black people. Unfortunately, they like to sit back and watch and wait sometimes until it blow and then hop on. As
Absolutely.
opposed to when somebody comes to you with an idea, like, oh, that's dope. You need me to do something? If I specialize in something and I feel like I can help your business, boom, I'm gonna tell you. Beyond branding, let me just push my little shit out there. Leto got her own little, marketing and branding company. So like, but it's real like that. It's real like that. And in a time and day where game is sold, not told, like I give free game all the time. All the time. I don't want nothing back. I just want to see you win. And when you get into a certain position, put somebody else on.
Right.
Share the knowledge. Share the knowledge. We don't get nowhere as a people if we don't share what we learn, if we don't put people on. That's
That's a
my opinion.
fact. That's a fact. Yo, also salute the Poser Free Music Group. You know what I'm saying? They gave me this hat. I definitely support it. I paid for my hat.
Right,
I didn't ask for a discount. I
right,
paid the price.
right,
But salute to them, man.
right.
Poser Free, man. Salute to them guys. Um, I agree with you, and I feel like also it's like we don't want to work together towards a bigger goal because I work at a bar. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm head of security at a bar. There's not
Big man.
the bar does not is not owned by one person. It's like five different people. This person put this amount. This person did that amount, and they
I got a
made it
question,
happen.
right?
Sure, no problem. No problem.
What race is it?
Huh?
What race is it? What's the nationalities?
White in a
Mm,
nutshell. I mean, Irish. You got
interesting.
just white. Period. Just white.
Okay. Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? And this is not the first set of individuals because I've been in the bar scene for 15 years now. This is not. I have yet to work for a bar or a club that was just owned by one person. It was always a group of people.
With an idea, who put everything together to make it a bigger idea.
Absolutely, absolutely. You got your silent
But our
partner,
people,
and here's the thing: everybody played a role. You might have a
mhm,
silent partner. You got a partner that got certain connections with wine and liquors. You got another one that specializes in knowing what it is to hire security. This person knows
right,
how to do this. This person knows how to do that, and they all come together. There's no egos. There's no, oh, you're cut bigger than mine. Like, at least not from what I've seen. I'm not sitting at the
right,
table all the time, but for the most part, they work together as a unit.
uh-huh.
So, sometimes I get a little jealous because I'm like, our people can't do that. And I'm not gonna
Nah,
say
but
all
don't
of
get
us.
jealous.
I'm not
Soak
gonna.
it up. You
I'm
soaking up, gang? You right
oh,
there. Soak
absolutely,
it up. Soak it up and implement it. Implement it into your business. You just you
absolutely.
just you just LLC'd your company, right?
Yes, definitely, man. So Crooked Security is definitely LLC. You could hire us. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
Don't try to
look,
shortchange me.
for all your events, for all your needs,
Definitely.
for all your needs.
And
Soak up.
that's even one thing too. Is like when I started the company, I hired my boys. I
Mm-hmm.
hired my boys first.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like not to shout out to Eric, shout out to Rome, and a couple other cats.
Hey,
You know what I'm
the
saying?
guy.
Like they working with me, and that's another thing too. I think wording, because us as a community sometimes, I'm not gonna say all the time, we get this whole boss mentality, then we change. I don't
Right.
never say they work for me. I always say that we
Right.
work together. You know what I'm
Because it's a
saying?
team effort.
It's a team effort. We work together. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm the boss, but we work together. At the end of the day, I couldn't do what I'm doing as far as controlling my situation down at the bars and clubs that I got under my contracts without them. I
Right.
actually need them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I feel like, communication is one thing, understanding is another thing, and just being together,
A
having that
good
tight
work
knit.
ethic.
Right.
A good work ethic is
Absolutely.
important. And
Absolutely.
again, you knew who to reach out to. The ones that wanted to work knew who they could come to, and put egos aside. Put egos
Absolutely.
aside. But again, not many people want to go for the bigger picture. They don't see the vision, and it's their fault, but it's not their fault because they're victims of their environment. Where a lot of us come from, we don't see that. We just see people trying to get it out. We ain't trying to take nobody with us. Again, it's crab in a barrel. Like my cousin, his whole life he was for, he does music. His whole
Okay.
life. That's all he want to do. He ain't never charged nobody for beats. He put music together, put it out for them. Like, and he really had people in his studio that he built in the projects, laying down serious tracks, putting out great music.
Right.
And at the end of the day, he was rewarded with that, with a bullet to his stomach. Like
Mm.
niggas really will try to kill you for ambition. And all he wanted was better for everybody else. He wasn't asking for much.
And then
He wasn't asking
that
for
makes you
much.
not want to support your community. When stuff like
It
that
makes you not want to
happens,
work in your community. Anything
yeah,
I do is just like, you know what? If my community supports it, my village supports it, dope. But I'm not doing it for y'all. Because 9 times out of 10, when you blow up, it's going to be a stranger that like you. It's going to be a stranger that reposted you. It's going to be a stranger that say, yo, I got some good stuff from this person. Hit them up. Hit them
yeah,
up.
that's a
And
fact.
then that's when people going to come around like, oh, I remember when you started. But when I started, did you offer anything? And you
You
don't have
wasn't
to. You
you
don't have
wasn't with
to.
me
You
shooting in
wasn't
the
shooting in
gym.
the gym. You wasn't really shooting in the gym. I
That's a
just like
fact.
to think that I know a lot. I know a lot of Minnie with her quintessentials, with her treats. I touch my mother. Like I have people in my life that have their businesses and I support. Like I buy from, I don't ask for discounts. How much you like my people really be like, Leto, you don't have no, get out of here. What you charging these people? All right, I'm gonna pay that. I believe in you that much to pay the price that you set.
Right.
Simple as that. And a reshare does a lot. A reshare does a lot. And anything you
Goes a
see me
long
post,
way.
I pay for. I don't get free shit. Anything you ever see me post about or raving about, it's because I paid for it. and I like the quality.
There you go. There you
Simple as
go.
that.
We're gonna touch back on the business aspect. I wanna touch into emotional support and the mental, especially with men, black men in particular. You know what I'm saying? I feel like black men are held to a certain plateau where we can't show that we're going through something, and
Mm-hmm.
then when we do show that we're going through something, we're looked at as weak or looked at as crazy, and it's just a situation where, let's be clear, they said, I read an article that said that black men are leading the suicide rate in 2022.
They
2021
are.
and 2022,
They
black
are.
men are leading the suicide rate.
They
And I,
are.
and I think that got a lot to do with the fact that we feel like we can't talk to anybody. For instance, most black men don't want to go or can't afford a psychiatrist.
Mm-hmm.
So that leaves you with what? Family and friends. You can only
Right.
go so far sometimes with family and friends talking about your emotions because they're gonna tell you to suck it up, yo, man up, yo, you
Not
bitching,
everybody.
whatever, whatever.
Not
Not
everybody.
not everybody. Let me be clear. Not everybody, but there's a large mass majority that treats men like that.
Mm-hmm.
Men are not even allowed to cry. Like
So who
crying,
said that?
yo, I know. I, for instance, for me, you know my upbringing. I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
allowed to really cry and show emotions like that around my own father. He wasn't trying
Right.
to hear that. He wasn't trying to hear that at all. So there was things that was going on with me that I really couldn't talk to him about, where I needed a male figure's dialogue, and I was hesitant to bring it to him. You know what I'm saying? Even sometimes with the females. Females are rough too. Yo, you's a boy, like suck it up, like da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then now you just got all these things brewing in your head, all this big pot of gumbo of thoughts that you can't express or get out, and it literally drives you crazy.
Unfortunately.
So I'm trying to figure out how in 2022 can we help our brothers and our sisters express whatever it is they're going on in their lives without being ridiculed, without being judged. Because there was before you even say anything, sis, there was a post that
You
somebody
know I'm
put up
coming.
and said Kanye, Will Smith, Tyrese, it was somebody else. But let's
Michael
just go to
Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. It was Michael B.
No,
Jordan?
Michael Jordan, the
Oh, Michael
basketball.
Jordan. Michael Jordan. Those three brothers cried, went through an emotional tirade or whatever you want to call it, and they got laughed at. They got judged. They got ridiculed. And they was really going through something. It's not like they
They
was
got
just doing it to doing it.
memes started being created. Like it was real.
Right. 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 So it's like when you see something like that happen, us as men, if we see and these are celebrities we talking about here, and we see how
Right.
people treated them
Right.
like they wasn't human. So for
Mm-hmm.
us, we looking at it like if they could do that to them, ain't no telling them how they gonna treat us, regular Joe Schmoes.
But
So
that's the issue. Like they're human. People look at them because of the lifestyle that they lead or their occupation and think that these people are not robots. They're human beings. Like I think it starts with creating a safe space for people to feel like they can talk. You always need at least a person in your life that you can just bear it all to and not be judged and be comforted and consoled and who just tells you like, all right, it's going to be okay. And it's okay to cry. When I was younger, I used to tell my son, stop crying. You a boy. Like, because
okay,
I didn't know any better. I didn't know any better. Now I make it okay for him. If you want to cry, you get it out. Because your mother's a crybaby. I'm a cry. Everybody knows I'm emotional. I'm a crybaby. And especially with the men in my life, I let them know like I'm a safe space. Like it's whatever. I'm gonna listen. If I feel like I can help you, I'll help. But a lot of the times, really, all y'all be needing is someone who's gonna just listen and don't judge. I'm gonna crack a joke. I'm gonna ask you like, yo, so who we got to beat up? Like, I'm gonna, just try to make me. I'm gonna just try to make you feel better. But you also know that I'm the person that you can come to. Like, all right, let me call her because she gonna get it. She just, if she don't even get it, she's just gonna listen and let me get it out. And all you need is someone who listens, and then you feel better. And we're not going to talk about like how if you want to go deeper, you actually seek a therapist. Because although I like to think that I'm a therapist, I'm not. I'm not. I just know from my therapy, and I just know what I would like to have in my life. And I extend that to people, not just men, just women. Like everybody is afraid to cry. Everybody's afraid to share emotion. Like I'll burst into fucking tears, but then I'll be the same person that if you piss me off, I'm gonna fly your head. And it's balance though. You know me, I'm about balance.
See, you know what it
So
is for me though. It's like, you remember that? What movie was this? The movie with Ice Cube and Cuba Gooding Jr. When he came in the house, he started swinging at the air.
yeah, punch in the air.
That's me. That's
Yep.
how I get my emotion out. Like I'll
Yep.
take myself into a room and get this. When I used to live in the Bronx in my grandmother's apartment, I know she lost her deposit because I used to put so many holes in the wall to
You
keep
know
from.
what you used to do also? I peeped that, and I let you rock because then you used to let me hold your car.
Hold me
You
down,
would
nigga.
lock
Tell me.
in. You would literally go eat your emotions. Like I was like, nigga, you finished? You really got me bringing you chicken and ice cream so you can lock in and be in your fit. Like you funny, and I'd be like, can I hold your car? And you give me your car and let me
Take the
rock out.
car. Take the car.
Take the car. But that's how you process. But it was good. It was healthy because guess what? You were in these streets wilding out. You understood that you was feeling away and that you probably needed to separate from whatever to get your mind together. That was self therapy in itself. You might not know that that's what it is, but you was handling, you put you first, and you was handling your emotions. So that's actually a good thing.
It's funny you said it because I didn't see it like that at first. I saw it as I needed to stay in the house because if I go outside feeling the way I'm feeling, something bad is gonna happen. And
You're
I
right.
hated myself for feeling like that. I hated myself for feeling like I couldn't control myself to the point where I can't go outside.
No, that's not. That's self care. Removing yourself from a situation before you got to get ignorant. That's self care. That's
Absolutely.
self care. You got to take care of you. You ain't gonna be no good. And what I do, call and check on you after a couple of days. Yo, you good? You want to do something? You want to hit the spot? What we do? Go burn the spot down afterwards. Turn it up. Long
Nah,
as
that's
you
a
good,
fact.
that's my main concern. I don't care how somebody gets good. As long as you good, you want to talk, I'm here. If you want me to just sit there and watch you be quiet and cry, I'm gonna do that too. You just have to have snacks and stuff because I'm easily distracted and I get hungry a lot. So I got you. I
Nah,
got
that's a
you. People
fact.
have safe spaces, and this world is cruel, and social media has desensitized us to everything,
Nah, that's a fact.
everything.
That's a fact.
And it's sad. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it because people see things and it's just like no one has compassion. No one has compassion. It's just like you really gonna laugh at somebody. I watched a video today. Somebody recorded a girl who caught her guy cheating, and she's arguing with him in a mall, and the girl walks up. The girl is clearly pregnant, grabs his hand. This woman broke down to her knees, cried. The people that are taping like, oh shit, and they're giggling. Like, that's funny to you? What if that was your mother or your daughter or your sister? Like, I didn't find any, like, my heart went out to her when I seen her crumple to the ground. She's just like, I gave you 15 years of my life and this is what you do. And he's just like, and the people recording and they're laughing.
Yeah. Cold world out here, man. It's a
It's
cold world.
cold. It's wicked. It's wicked out here. It's wicked
People
out here.
people can see a female getting her ass beat by her man, and before they assist, they'll grab their phone
And record.
and record. It's crazy.
And record.
But see,
And record.
I'm trying to figure out. You did say social media, but I'm just like, when did, what was the breaking point, and how do we fix it? You know what I'm saying? What was the breaking point that people thought that this was acceptable and cool, and how do we get past that? Because
Speak up.
it's just for me, it seemed like majority of the time, it's us. It's blacks, it's Latinos, it's just minorities in general. You know what I'm
Speak
saying?
up. Check people. When your people is wrong, check them. Whether they want to hear it or not. Like, check. I don't like to hear the bad shit about me. But I'm fucking up. Tell me.
That's a
Tell
fact.
me. Because I
You
might not
check me all
know
the
I'm
time.
messing up.
I'll
My
get
nigga,
I get my Twitter fingers going, and I get a text or a phone call. Yo, bro,
that ain't
what you doing?
cool. That's not cool.
Yep. You get on my
That's
nerves
not
sometimes, but
cool.
I listen.
I know, but listen, I wouldn't call you my brother, and I wouldn't love you honestly if I can't speak bluntly to you. If I can't tell you like you look goofy right now,
Nah, that's a
don't do it.
fact. That's a
You
fact.
entitled to feel, and I don't invalidate your feelings. I'd be like, you right to feel that way, but does this deserve your energy?
Absolutely.
That's where it starts. Like people,
It
they
definitely give
so
me
used
both
to
sides of the
doing and
coin.
saying what they want and having nobody check them. Just because you can do and say what you want in life does not make you right. It don't make you
Absolutely.
right. And I'm talking to myself because I'm strong and wrong sometimes, not a lot because you know me, but I'm strong and wrong sometimes, and I get that about myself,
I've
and I
got you once or
appreciate.
twice. I've
Yeah,
got you
and
once or twice.
and I be burnt up. I be so mad when you catch me, but that's a part of you supporting who I am. You emotionally support my growth. You appreciate my growth. You allow me to grow, and you accept every part of me. You've accepted ratchet me, you've accepted violent me, you've accepted alcoholic me, you've accepted druggy me, like you've accepted all those parts of me and you still respect me. Even
Absolutely.
at times when I didn't respect myself. You feel me? So it's a lot. That's a part of emotional support. Holding your people down and
Right.
checking them and making sure that they basically don't kill themselves.
Absolutely.
Because that's where I was heading. That's where I was heading. Spiral.
You ain't got to tell me, man, because I
And it's
know.
real, and it's real, and it's real. So that's why I make sure, especially my men friends, I check in on them. You good? What's going on, fam? Talk to me. What you need?
And that
What you
right there
need?
goes a long way. It's like a simple hit up from, friends and family. Your friends and family, if they're really your friends and family, they know when something's wrong with you. Most of the
Right.
time. They know. And the simple hit up just to say, hey man, I was thinking about you, everything all right. That goes a long way, man. That goes a very long way. Because some people may be feeling like nobody give a damn about them. And that one text message or that one phone call might save them. Might save them from
Yeah.
going over the deep end. Might save them for
Yeah.
taking their life or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
at the end of the
It
day,
gets
everybody,
dark. It gets dark.
absolutely, gets very dark. Gets very dark, and it gets very. I want to say the word sensitive because, like for me, I get super sensitive. Like when I'm going through something, and I feel like nobody is understanding what I'm going
And you
through.
gotta be like, I'm not your enemy. I'm not your enemy. Like I'm on your side. That's don't I always tell you that? I tell you that before I say anything. Yeah, listen, I'm on your side. Like I'm
Yeah,
for you.
that's one thing. Since I gotta say it on air is that I love this support because I know for a fact there's been a couple of times in our conversation where you have taken the phone and had to look at it because I'm screaming on the phone. Yo,
Amen.
I don't give a and then
I'm
you
not
be
the
like,
enemy.
you be like, well, I'm not the enemy. You be like, everything gonna be all right, King, and I'll be like, I don't want to hear that.
You want like, and you get that I'm not the same Tiffany Stiletto. You get I'm not the same. All right, fuck it. I got a couple of clips. Let's do this. That ain't the route we going now. We kings and queens. We emotionally in check. We mentally in check. I'm trying to get to physically in check, but I need to get my mind right. Your mind is constant. Your mind is constant, and your mind can be your biggest enemy.
Nah, that's a
Because
fact.
your mind will tell you some shit and you run with it and you believe it. That's why you need your village to be strong. Like when I'm weak, you got to have some good people to hold you up and give you some of their energy until you back on your feet. And then you just reciprocate it. You just keep it moving. That energy, you keep that kind of energy flowing. That's why your cipher got to be tight.
Yeah, and your people might be the ones that save you. Like I know for a fact that I'm a firecracker. When I hear
Hmm.
something or somebody say something and it sound a little crazy, I'm ready to check it immediately. And it's and there's been times where you be like, yo, he didn't mean it like that, bro. Like this is what he meant, and this is how this went, this is how that went. But if I didn't have that support, I would have been getting in a lot of fights out here because
But conversation is just like it's perception, it's delivery. Like I tell, like I got a special person in my life. Like nigga, delivery is crazy, and I be like, but then I be like,
you
you
got
know
a
what,
life
sis?
coach.
Nah, I got a special boo.
Okay.
His mouth is crazy though. Jesus. So I just be like, okay. And it's a lot of times that our conversation, our FaceTimes are me like this. Because I'm talking to myself and I'm like, don't react. And then I'll be like, yo, Tiffany, what is it that he really said that make you want to react like this? I know a lot of it is my ego, but you know, sometimes it's tone, how you speak to people. It's the things that you say to a person because like the truth doesn't always have to be harsh. The truth does not always have to be harsh. You can tell somebody the truth about themselves in a compassionate way. Because again, you don't know what they've been through. You don't know what's going on in their head. So how you say certain things is going to be how they receive it. And I
Right.
know sometimes how you grew up, somebody saying a certain thing to you, bundles, you perceive it as like, oh, this nigga's trying to play me. When in all actuality, he's just trying to make you hip to something, but you're not used to the language that he's using, or he said it with a little bit more force. So you like, here go your ego. I'm beating on my chest like I'm a gorilla too, nigga. What's up? We gonna fight? No, fam, he don't want to fight.
But see, that's the
He
thing. It's
trying to
wishy.
like you. It's a thin line though with you. Like
It's
you
wishy
are so
washy.
either black or white. It's
It,
no in between with you. It's like either
it's
it's go time or we gonna be cool.
it's wishy washy with me, and I can admit that because it's like there's certain people that can talk to me like that, like you, my big bro, Busy B, salute. You know what I'm saying? People that I want to say that knows me for me and watch me go through transitions in life. But if it's like a regular, like you said, Joe Smo, I automatically get defensive, and I shouldn't do
Mm-hmm.
that. I know I shouldn't do that because these people might be telling me something that can help me. I need to learn, and this is self-preservation for myself. I need to learn that people are people, and not everybody's out to get me. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
That's
right,
something that I gotta learn
right.
because my man,
But you didn't become who you were overnight. You were around people that led you to believe that motherfuckers got hidden agendas and it's always gonna be another shoe to drop. But everybody not like that. You know, we always talk about our rocky beginning.
that's a fact.
Um, you feel me? So like once you realize that, and again, I tell you also all the time, I see the change in you. You got little changes, like you know what I mean. But we all got a long way to go. We all got changes that we need to make within ourselves. But all I be telling you is that look at it, just peep it, step outside the box. That's my favorite word. Step outside the box. Step outside the box. Look at it from this way. Remove your ego from it, and then because
That shit is
every
like
decision
pulling
doesn't
teeth
have to be
sometimes.
yeah, you it's like sometimes we're very irrational and I'm talking to myself because I was extremely irrational. I'm learning. I've now learned how to give myself patience and grace and be like, "All right, girl." Cuz like
Do you
look,
feel like sometimes us as a community can give good and that give good information and good analogies, but don't process it for ourselves?
absolutely. Absolutely. I get the best relationship advice and sometimes I'm single as hell.
I, I said that for that reason because you give me the best advice when it comes to relationships, but when you get hot, all that shit go out the window.
Out the window, fam. Who you talking to? I'm all ego. I'm all ego because I'm sensitive. So I be having to guard my heart and I have to guard my feelings. But it's just easier to help people from the outside looking in and give them the tools that I have, the tools that I currently try to implement into my own life. It's a process. Don't come for me. It's a process.
Don't comfy.
And that's what I'm gonna say. It's a process. That's it.
It's levels.
There's levels to this thing. And I don't have it right. I'm getting there. I'm getting there, but I don't have it right. And I don't have the answers. I just make it look extremely good. I
Okay.
just like I just put it together. I present it nice. Inside, I'm falling apart sometimes, but guess what? I don't never let them see me sweat.
Okay. I want to touch on that part. Never letting them see you sweat. we're talking about like the outside world never letting them see you
Yeah.
sweat or whatever. Why is it that we feel like we have to put up this wall when we step outside?
Because when people see a weakness, they attack.
Okay, I hear you on that. All right. Because I've noticed that, like even with myself, my wife has told me like in the house, loving, caring, fun, a little goofy, just regular, regular. But she
Hmm.
says that when I step outside, like literally step out the door, like that's
I do
shoulders
it too.
shoulders
I go
back.
from glitter to goon. Glitter. That's what I call it. I go from glitter to goon in 2.2.
Right, right.
My inner circle, they see all the smiles. You see all my teeth. When we together and we all in our thing, then y'all get silly, Lotto. Y'all get. I'm half retarded, and people don't know that about me.
When
I'm a full on comedian.
when
I'm a
you're in your comfort
comedian.
zone, when you're in your comfort
Right
zone, yeah.
outside, I'm. What are you looking at? How can I help you? And do I know you? What's up? That that's what it is. Because people think shit is sweet sometimes. Like,
All right,
don't
so
be fooled.
I'm gonna read some of these comments and salute to Henny. Salute to my wife. Oh, my wife was on the check-in. You know what I'm saying? She's in the supermarket, so she must got this in her ears. Um, so Henny says, you got to gift wrap it good.
Yeah, make it look
Okay,
good.
all right. You know what I'm saying?
Make
My
it look
wife,
good.
my
Sometimes
wife
we got
J
product. Like
Rose.
we selling ourselves sometimes, so we have to make it look good. We got to make it look good.
But when is it to the point where? When is it to the point where even though, like you say, you want to gift wrap it and make it look good, if you're really going through something, I feel like suppressing it and putting on this smile hurts more if you than just letting it out. If I'm
Sometimes,
if I'm really hurting and I'm stepping outside like everything is all good, psychologically, I know I'm going through something, but people are just treating me like it's regular. Depending on how your mental is, you looking at it like, oh, nobody gives a fuck. But you're not explaining what is actually going on with you. You showing this front, but in your mind, you feeling like
baby,
everybody don't give a damn.
baby, man, for 2 years, I was actively depressed,
Mm,
actively going through the motions. Like, and if I sat here and said that I didn't think about just taking my own life, I'd be freaking lying. It was just really bad. I was in a bad place spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Like I was enduring some shit that I never shared with any. Well, I share now, but like people like, yo, I would have never thought that that's what was going on in your life. And it was just like, yeah, because I'm so used to taking care of everything and taking care of everybody. Along the lines, I started to neglect myself. Like I had no boundaries for anyone in my life. So I knew that I had to start setting boundaries for everyone around me. And it was rocky. It was rough. Like I lost a lot of people. I lost a lot of people in a process. And it's sometimes like they didn't even know what was going on because like and it bothered me. Like you can't even see that I'm not me. Like you can't
right,
see through. You
right.
can't see through. Like I was fucking heartbroken. I was just like, my money wasn't right. It was just like everything. I was unhappy with my job. And I was just like, this is too much. I didn't want to be in a home that I was in. It didn't feel like a home. I just did not want to be. And I had to literally, and then, COVID started going on. So now I'm forced to be in this space that I don't want to be in. I'm forced to deal with a lot of these emotions. I had horrible anxiety. Like I would have panic attacks. No one knew that. I'm
Okay,
in the bathroom every chance I get crying because I don't want my son to hear me. I'm screaming into a pillow. Like it's real. And you feel like nobody sees you and you feel like nobody hears you. Like I had such a great people in my life. Like you, your wife, um, Michelle, like Minnie, Touch, my mother, my sister, my brothers, like they put me together. They put me together. My best guy, Junes, they put me together. And I tell them all the time, thank you. Because I fell apart. And I felt hopeless. And them mental check-ins and pulling up on me and making me come stand outside and talk, it helps. It
Definitely.
helps. So now when I talk to people, I be like, hey, I didn't hear from you. You okay? Nah, you good? Like, I see you posting. I always see you on social media, but I got to hear your voice. I got to know what's going on. I have to, I want to see, like, show me your face. Let me look in your eyes kind of
Right.
thing. And people just don't do that. Like, again, social media has disconnected us from everyone because we figure we see somebody posting, they're fine. And my post on Facebook is all jokes. All
Right.
I do
Right.
is talk shit and joke on Facebook. But you would have never known inside I was just playing with a whole razor in my bathroom. I was just juggling pills in my hands.
Right.
I'm guzzling
Absolutely.
Henny from the bottle more than normal, more than usual.
It's
It, it's
crazy.
it's 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 real, my man. Like, and it just started with conversation. It started with phone calls. It started with me having a safe place and feeling safe enough to speak to the people in my life to be like, yo, all right, look, this is what's going on. And I don't
And
know how to fix it.
and I
And
want
I
to ask you a
don't know how to
question.
fix it.
The people that you was speaking with, did they treat the information with all sincerity?
Yeah, absolutely. I would have never continued
Okay.
conversation. I would have never continued conversation.
Right.
It was a time where fucking your wife and Michelle literally came to the house. Help me get up. Let's make something. Let's clean. Come on, we're gonna do this. Let's do it together. And
Right.
I needed that. I needed that. I would have just continued to lay there until I was gonna eventually just like hope that I passed away. And I couldn't function, and I felt bad because I'm like, I can't even fully be here for my son. Like, I'm present, I'm doing mommy things because I'm on autopilot.
Right.
I know
Right.
I have to get up, I know I have to dress him, I know I have to get him together, I know he needs a haircut, I know he needs to do this, so I'm doing this, I'm going through the motions.
But
Inside,
you,
I'm
but
falling apart.
basically, you just numb inside.
I was dead inside. I was not numb, I was dead inside.
See,
I was
and
dead
that's
inside.
and that's the thing that that's why I'm saying we had to talk about this topic is because people don't seem to see that part, and I'm glad that you brought that up because now anybody that's watching this, reposting it, sharing it, or whatever, this is how we help each other. This is how we release some of these, I want to say, generational stresses. Because your story might not be that far off from your mother's story, or her mother, or her aunt, or her cousin, or things like that. This is like one of the steps that we need to do to deal with these type of situations, myself included.
Hmm.
I, my wife used to think I was the toughest person on the planet. We had gotten an argument one night, and the argument wasn't even about her. And I literally out of
It be like
nowhere,
that.
I literally out of nowhere bust out. I'm talking about bawling, crying. Yo, I miss my grandmother. Don't she was the only person that was there for me. This, that, and the third.
No,
I'm going through
it be
this with my
like
daughter,
that.
and I'm talking
She
about
be like, damn, I just said what you want for dinner.
I
Where did
unloaded,
it come from?
I
Where did it
unloaded like
come from?
a mountain of just
Like, we
information
be
that I
holding
had.
on. We hold on to shit. And it's not good. Like, we gotta talk about it. We gotta get it out. Like, now I'm so free. We're talking about my mental and my mindset and my therapy because I'm proud of me. Like, because it is no way in hell that and God is good, man. God is good. Like, I'm in a good space. Like, I know the tools. I have the tools. I implement them when I'm starting to I catch it and switch it up.
And
I catch it and switch it up.
we
And
have
if
to
it's
be
something, I
accepting.
speak up a lot more. I speak up a lot more because I realized I was making myself small for a lot of people in my life. And you should never have to do that. So I
Absolutely.
let a lot of shit slide that turned to a lot of motherfuckers skating, that turned into them having a full on skate party.
Oh,
So when I did say something,
I
it was
know. I turned
taken
a
with
lot of
offense.
people off. I know. I turned a lot of people off. I know that.
Right. And you'd be amazed at the people that stand around once you reinvent, once you start to choose you. You're devastated by the people that are no longer there, but they were there for a reason. They okay, got
Right.
you. Know it. That's it.
Absolutely, man. Yo, listen, man. I appreciate this conversation. I'm gonna read some of these comments before we do the checkout because I see there's a lot of comments. Henny salute, my wife salute, Terrell salute, finale in the building. Yeah, salute. Make sure
What
at
up,
6 o'clock.
Finale?
At 6 o'clock, on my other channel, I'm going to be doing a face off with finale. But salute for checking in this morning, my brother. Um, let's see. There was a comment that was made that I wanted to touch on.
We had Elle on an early check-in.
Oh,
Vicky. Oh, my sister Sherelle checked in. Hey, sister.
that's a fact. Yo, if y'all got any questions for us that y'all want us to answer, you know what I'm saying, put it in the comments before we check up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to
And
sit.
before we go, like, if you got any businesses, that's what we're gonna do for the rest of the day. Drop your businesses in the comments. Send your businesses to us, and we gonna share those on our stories.
Yeah, that's
We're
a
gonna
fact.
start a share party. We're gonna
That's a
start a
fact.
share party. Drop your businesses. Oh, stop by marysoulspace.com and support my mama and her books. She's an author and she has a couple of items up on her website. I haven't been on there because I usually just be like, Ma, what you selling? Send it to me and I'm gonna buy it. That's support my mother. I
You got
buy
a
things
book?
from my mom.
You got a book from your mama that you think is suitable for me? Give me a name of one, and I'm gonna look it
You
up.
need all of her books. You need all of her books. Broken and Restored, Trial and Error. You need all of her books. You need all of her books.
Broken and Restored.
And
I like that.
they all on it. Like, it's real. Like, that's how my support go. I bought a book from my mother when she was selling them out her trunk. When she had her first book signing, I went to that bookstore and bought it again. When I told her books is in Barnes and Nobles, I was in Barnes and Nobles buying it, and I was in Barnes and Nobles putting it on table. Like, hey, I was putting my mom books on people's table to buy.
Yeah, you
And
go hard with the
that's support.
promotion. I tell you that.
That's support. Like, that's support. Like, and I probably don't do it regularly the way, and my friends, I probably don't regularly like repost and shit, but I see it. Like, if I wear it, I'll tag it. If it comes across my thing, I'll repost it. Like, but it is nothing personal. I love that all of my people have their own businesses. I love it. I love it. And I wear the stuff and I'll be like, hey, you make this, and my son know all of my people's businesses and he makes requests and he be wanting shit and he's still
Also,
waiting for his coat, mister. And
I got him. But hold
you
on, I
know
gotta
you
say
gotta
this.
give him
I
'cause
gotta
that
say this,
money be
sis.
burning money. That money burns his pocket.
I gotta say this, sis. Yo, everybody that got clothing lines, there's no beef. This ain't a war. Know what I'm saying? Don't call your friends up and be like, oh, I think we got a phone call, sis. Hold on, let me see.
Hola.
Hello.
Hello, my so-called opinion. How y'all doing, man?
What's going on?
What's going
What's going
on?
on? This is Henny, man. I just wanted to make a quick statement before y'all check out, man. It's all about support, man. Wonders, I support you hard. Matter of fact, I'm waiting for some new merch because season 2 is getting ready to start. So
Oh,
I'm gonna need
bro.
some new merch, man.
Oh, bro, we
And
got
And
the
I,
Leto is
I don't
ready
I
for
don't
her
want no
close
we got
up.
the
discount either.
shirts. We got the shirts on the way. You got the
I
shirts.
don't want no discount either. You know how I give it up.
You already.
Leto is ready
Yeah,
for
and
her
Lego,
close
you
up.
gotta send me the information for your mother books so I can buy
I
a book or
sure
something.
will. I sure will.
She said she sure will, my brother.
Yeah, definitely. We shooting today, but I mean tomorrow, but I didn't want to give y'all last minute thing. But definitely when we really get into flowing, as you know, I have wore my So Crooked sweatshirt in episode 8, season 1.
That's a fact.
But
That's a fact.
I'm definitely looking for
Support.
some new merch.
You see
Everybody
how
understand.
I can't wear that old shit no
support
more. I need some new
product
merch, man.
placement.
But everybody understand. Me and
Yeah,
Leto have solidified that we're gonna be in Last of the Real season
of
2. So
course,
make sure y'all look out for
of
that, man.
course. And you know me. I need a female hitter. I need a
Definitely.
female hitter. She fit that part
Pew,
well.
pew, pew.
She fit that part well, man. But like I said, man, I love y'all show, man. I'm on here every time y'all pop up. I'm popping up, man.
I
And love
appreciate
the
you, my
support.
brother.
We love the support. Thank you so much.
I'm hoping I don't have to work because I want to be at that. I want to be at that pop up shop. Support those that. It's all about support, man. It's all about support, man.
Yo, I
And
Yeah,
appreciate
y'all
you,
can
my
like I said,
brother.
you've been 100 with me
take
ever since
some
I met
photos
you.
with your
Even
favorite
the first day I
podcasters.
met you, kind of rubbed me a little wrong, but I had to get to know you, man.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Yo, love, bro.
Yeah, love. Y'all have a good night, a good day.
You too, bro.
Good day,
All right.
sir.
Nah, that's my guy Henny, man. That's a good
Yeah.
brother right there,
He
man.
always been cool. He another one that knew Letter when she's a mess in her work in progress.
That's a fact.
And
All right.
he still always kept it a stack.
Before we get super off topic, I want to give a shout out to Only the Strong Survive Creations, LLC.
LLC.
You know what I'm saying? Salute to y'all, man.
I'm
Definitely.
definitely gonna keep that page.
Send me the link and send me a link to your merch.
Drop the
And
link,
I'm gonna take a look at it
Rita.
and support, man. Definitely, man. Salute to, like I said, salute the Last of the Real not podcast, excuse me, I'm sorry. Last of the Real, with a web series. Me and Leto gonna be in there. I'm not gonna give away my part, but I'm not getting killed off. I might have to put Leto down.
You're not
I don't
putting me
know.
down, fam. Only strong. You're not
Definitely,
putting me
man.
down.
Definitely,
I
man. So
can't
make
wait.
sure
I
y'all
can't
check
wait.
that out, man. Last of the Real on YouTube, man. It's a good joint, man. You know what I'm saying? I like it. Straight out of East New York, Brooklyn. Salute to them brothers. And like I said, salute to Only the Strong Survive. Salute to Poser Free. And if you're not doing nothing March 5th, pull up to the So Crooked and Friends concert pop-up shop. I think this is going to
At
be,
Arlene's Grocery. Drop
yes,
the
it's
address though.
95
Tell her
Stanton
address.
Street, New York, New York. Arlene's Grocery, Lower East Side. We're going to have performances. There's going to be clothing lines in the building. And just come through. It's free. So you don't got to worry about paying to get inside. All we asking for is your support. You know
I
what I'm
wish
saying?
we had some wig vendors. I need some wigs that I can close by purchase. I'll be having to wait a little while to order my wigs. Like, come on, ladies. Y'all got to check in. My so quick opinion is not about men. Where are my ladies at? My business people that do hair. Like, come on. I need some wigs that are in state.
Listen,
Let me see your work.
anybody that knows wig vendors, we got about actually we don't got no slots left, but we'll make some room for you just for Leto because sis gonna
Thank
be in the
you.
building.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Matter of
Appreciate.
fact, hit the sis up. If you own a wig company, hit the sis up. She's gonna let us know, and we're gonna make sure we get you in the building on March 5th.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's
Salute.
tax season. It's the perfect time. It's tax season. Y'all hit bundles up and get these slots. We're gonna make room for y'all. It's tax season. People want to spend money.
Nah, that's a fact, man. Also, shout out to the Block Entertainment, 7812 Records. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all of y'all. Salute to everybody, man. We ain't gonna hold y'all up too much longer, man. It's my sister Leto. Your man Bundles, my So Crooked Opinion. We out.